Hey y'all, NK here and welcome back to my cookery. Now today we are going to be jumping right into another recipe that I have done twice before, third time's a charm, and we're going to be making Snickerdoodle cookies, one of my all-time favorites. And if you want to see if things get messy or clean, stick around. Alright, so I just finished adding my half cup of butter. I am doing half as the recipe says because although it makes 24 cookies, for some reason I always seem to make 24 cookies with only half. So we may never know why, but we're only doing half. Now I have to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, but since I do not have vanilla extract, a substitution you can use is maple syrup or pancake syrup, because although you shouldn't really use it in big amounts because you will definitely taste the difference, if you're only using like a teaspoon, it won't really matter.
I doubt that people will taste it.
So although vanilla extract is more expensive, I'd say this is the way to go. So there we go, our 1 little teaspoon. Yeah, I'd say maple syrup is just a little more of that kind of gel texture, you know, but really I think it's the same thing kind of. Don't quote me on that. So now we have to whisk it. This is a little weird, but you have to get it light and fluffy. Alright, so next I'm going to add 1/2 cup of first white sugar, just plain granulated sugar. So 1/2 cup. Let's make sure.
It's a lot of sugar, honestly.
But in the end, they are correct, or else I would feel that if I did put any less sugar, it would be a lot duller. So 1/2 cup it is. I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of brown sugar. They say their recommendation is 1/3 cup for the original recipe, but I'm only gonna do half, so I'm gonna measure it to about 1/4. Like, brown sugar always comes in clumps for me. I don't know about you guys. Put it in the comments. So I don't know where I'm getting mine from, but yeah, ooh, it's probably too much. Okay, let's see, let's flatten it out a bit. Actually, I think that's pretty good. All right, so pour that in. All right, and now once again, we stir. All right, so now I'm gonna add my 1 egg. Please come out right this time. Yeah, kind of. Alright, so now I'm going to stir again. This recipe is kind of like add something, stir type of thing, but you know, it's good. And see, like, there is a lot of yolk, but this is the right texture so far. I just really have to whisk it, or whip it, but yeah. Alright everyone, so I just added all of my flour, cream of tartar, cinnamon, baking soda, and a teeny bit of salt into my pouring glass. What do you call this again? Measuring cup. A measuring cup. I'm just gonna add that. Alright everyone, so I'm just gonna add a bit more flour just to give it some more of that texture, because I feel like every time that it gives you a certain thing or you want to go half, then I feel like you always have to add just a teeny bit more just to give it that texture, because it's always better to have the right texture. It's so much more satisfying than having a floppy cookie. Alright, so I just finished mixing and adding a bit more flour as mentioned earlier, and it definitely helps a lot. It's less sticky now, which will help later as I'm rolling them into cookies, and it, as you can see, actually has more of a cookie dough texture, which is what we were aiming for. So there you go. And now I'm going to chill this for about 10-15 minutes. Alright, so while we wait, we are going to make our cinnamon sugar. So all you need is some regular white sugar, and really it's all to taste, or however much you want to make, however many proportions you want to make. The recipe said like 1 tablespoon of cinnamon sugar and then like 1/3 cup, I think, of the white sugar. I'll have the recipe down below in the link in description if y'all want to try and check it out. So once I have that, I'm only going to put that much because you really don't need a lot. I mean, you kind of sift the dough through, but it doesn't really catch that much, and there will be still a lot left over. But if you want to add more, add more. And
I'm trying to figure out how to open this. Okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna add some cinnamon sugar in there. Did I say cinnamon sugar in there? Just plain cinnamon. Cinnamon sugar have not met yet. So I'm just gonna stir that. bravo, we have created cinnamon sugar. This is what they use for churros, literally for almost any treat you can think of. So there you have it, easy, simple, and really delicious. And so I just took this out of the freezer and it is officially chilled. I think this is actually one of the best times I've ever made it.
Yeah, must be my good luck charm.
But it's like really, like it's not sticky at all. It's the actual perfect texture. It's going really good. So I'm gonna use my spoon, take a little scoop. Came out good. Kind of just gonna roll it. It's really not sticky. Like before it was really sticky, so I'm kind of impressed with myself. Wow. So I'm gonna roll it into a ball, obviously, and then just gonna kind of sift it in this cinnamon sugar. And see, a lot of it still is like there. And then we have our first mini Snickerdoodle cookie, uncooked. So I'm just gonna put that there, and then I'm going to do the rest. So my oven just hit 375, and I will be putting these little babies in for about 15 minutes, but they usually start to get golden brown and you can really smell them at about 12 to 13. So I will see you in a bit. Alright you guys, so these just popped out of the oven and they are looking delicious and ready to eat. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below, and make sure you hit that big red subscribe button and click that notification bell. Till then, I will see you guys next time.